it has been suggested. It has been suggested that I explain what's been going on with this vehicle that I've stuck on YouTube, and so that's what I'm going to do currently. Okay. Here. Oop. Okay. Here's the car. Let's see. What are we looking at now? Good question. I don't know. I'm fritzing around with the camera. So, let's look here. Let's look from this angle here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, this is a 39 Pontiac. And so 39 Pontiacs came with the wrong shocks. These are the part of the A-arm, upper A-arm. So I had to put shocks in and shock towers. So I built all that stuff. And they used the funky suspension in 39. Funky suspension. Which consisted of, God, I can't see what you're looking at here. Yeah. Yeah. They what they did in Pontiac, they put the springs in that went up into the frame. Very different from most, like Chevy. Chevy's front end didn't look like this at all. It's way different, and allowed the Mustang 2 type suspension to be stuck in a lot easier than for this. I would have had to cut the front end off and graft on the Chevelle or something. So I decided to get the car to look right and to run with the old suspension. I'd buy these drop spindles, which I stuck in. They have this. Where is it? Am I in the shot? Yeah. They have this part of the. Let's see. Can't really do that. Well, anyway, they have this knuckle thing a little higher, and they're really fun to take out and replace. So these are Fat Man drop spindles. So that got me down 2.5 inches. And then I used smaller tires on the 15-inch rims to get me another 2 inches down. So I think the car was setting up at about 16 inches initially, and now I'm down in the weeds. In the front, the car sits pretty good. From the side, it looks pretty cool. Okay, so I had to do that. Then, let's see, of course, you got your warmed over 350, which I bought. I didn't know anything about buying engine parts and stuff, so I bought a block that was able to be bored. And I had it bored and machined out 30 over, and I bought pistons from Summit and rods and bearings, bearing set, gaskets, all that kind of good stuff. And I knew a person that did engine rebuilds, so he basically works on tractors and whatnot. So, you know, tractors have to be run every day for long periods. So he was pretty good engine rebuilder. So, and he helped me with other stuff. He gave me this air cleaner, actually. And I think I traded for him for the distributor and some other parts. And then the car, of course, Pontiac in 1939 didn't come with a heater. The heaters were kind of aftermarket idea. So this one had a gas heater put into it called a Southwind, which was kind of like a bomb. So I never did play with that and rebuild it. But I bought a 60-something or other heating and cooling unit on Craigslist or something. No, it wasn't Craigslist. It was some other website. And so, anyway, that didn't work out very well. All I ended up doing was using this heater motor and squirrel cage. And then I built this shroud for it that goes into the compartment. Then, let's see, you got your other parts on here. This thing here for turning on and off the water for the heater. And the air conditioning's going in here. What else is there? I don't know, the electric fan you gotta stick on. Had to do that. And I had the radiator built for me. Then you come around on this side, the headers. Let's see here. There we go. The headers didn't work out for me because I wanted power steering, so I went to a junkyard and I bought this 56 Cadillac power steering unit and put that in and put the column in as well and made the column bottom mount. And these are the stock horns, which used to run on 6 volts. I run them on 12 volts. I got a couple of little relays in here to keep everything working. 4-barrel Edelbrock carburetor. What else? Holes in the firewall all plugged with dimes and whatnot, because it's cheaper than buying the plugs. Let's see. I had to modify the hood holder thingamajig. Came with springs and stuff, and when you close the hood it would smash into the distributor, so I had to alter that. So I got a little rod that comes up here in the front, and you pull that and it kicks those knee brace thing with the spring on it out and lets you shut the hood. Put in Pirate Jack's power brakes, and I had to make that exhaust deal, and I forget which side. I think it's the right side here had to be cut through the frame, the X member. So that was fun. I had cut some holes in the X member to let the pipes go through. Built my own hangers, built my own engine mounts, because they got to go around the steering. Put in these were fog lights, but I'm using them for my turn signals. So there's that. Let's see. What else? Now you got the interior. It's kind of dark in here. Whoop. I'll probably cut this out. Maybe not, though. They got the ubiquitous, where are they? There they are, Cadillac taillights. 59, these aren't actual 59 Cadillac taillights. They are aftermarket 59 taillights, and these are stock 39 Pontiac taillight housings. So that was pretty easy. And I put the battery in the trunk. Of course, I made my own exhaust pipes. So. Here's the big, gigantic tires in the back. You get the back end kicked up a little bit. Stock springs. Camaro. Let's see. I think it's a Camaro rear end. I bought from a guy down the street, and it had the wrong gears in it. Somebody had used somebody had replaced the ring gear and left the original other gear, whatever the hell they call that, in there, and so that's sitting right here. Yeah, this is here's the original gear. Yeah, you can kind of see it's sort of ground down. You gotta change those as a set, you know. So they didn't do that. I guess the car went about 70 feet before. So anyway, I bought the rear end, and then I rebuilt the rear end with gears. I put new gears in it. I bought Auburn positive traction in it, and yada yada yada. And it's a, what is it? 8.5 inch Chevy 10-bolt rear end. That's what it is. So, and I took it to a guy that does rear ends because I wasn't sure that I did everything properly. And he checked it over, and he said I was extremely close, and that cost me $100. These are 84 Cadillac Biarritz leather seats that I bought from a junkyard for $21.20 a piece, and I paid them $21.20 for the back seat as well. That's just sitting in there. There's 6 ways, so that's my own hookup. Is this all dark? It probably is. Let me go turn the lights on. Oops. There, now we're coming back. This is fun, huh? I think you've seen the... Oops. Hold on. Okay, now we're in the car. And this is all what it's got. Here's our dashboard. I'm working on getting rid of the inset thing where the initial controls were. I was going to put this in for the controls for the windshield wipers. I changed the windshield wipers. I made my own linkage back up in there. There's my heater. All the this part of the linkage. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties beyond our control. So I made my own heater. It's got an electric door and stuff. I don't have the battery hooked up right now, but there's my heater control, and here's the hot water control, and this is that opens up the door for the heater, and that's the heater speed thing. This is the cowl vent, close and open. That's electrified as well. And here's my Cadillac column, and I don't have the wheel on right now. And then the gauges I put in there. And I've been working on the shifter, of course. You've probably seen. Let's hit it. Let's read the list. While you're looking at the floor, I made the floors too and welded them in. Yeah. And I made the door panels out of Mexican blankets. And that's Cadillac, those are 84 Cadillac courtesy lights. And they're all hooked up, rolling. Then I made my own dome light, too. Let's see, how are you looking down here? My own brake pedal. What's it got? Well, it's a 1939 Pontiac Deluxe Coupe. It's got a 71 Chevelle 350 V8 that's 30 over with domed pistons for 9.5 compression ratio. It's got GM 333 882 heads with 171 and 1.5 valves. It's got a crane cam, 218 duration, 454 lift, both valves. Intake manifold is a Y and accelerator, WHD 7546. Carburetor is the Edelbrock 600 CFM 4-barrel, number 1406. I got a 1988 1/2-inch Camaro rear end in there with 373 gears from an Auburn posse. And a 1990 Camaro 700 R4 overdrive transmission with a lockup converter, which I don't run. I got Fat Man drop spindle supports, then drop steering arms, which I made myself. I got Flowmasters with custom exhaust and custom Sanderson headers, which I recustomized several times. You had a B&M, well, I used to have a B&M shifter, I just took it out. You got American Racing Torque Thrusty 15-inch wheels and Uniroyal Tiger Paw tires with wide whites on them. You get 84 Cadillac, I just said that. Leather seats, aluminum radiator, aluminum drive shaft, custom shocks, Cadillac steering wheel, column and power steering, electric cowl vent, electric heater door, connecting wiring, Monroe shocks, Suntac, Pirate Jack, power brakes, booster, yada yada. So that's all what that's got. Let's see. That's it. I guess that's about it. It's all kind of in pieces and stuff right now. But it'll be back together here in a little while. Looks like I'm going on vacation, so I'm not going to be back for a little bit. So there you go, cutworm. That's I guess I don't know. We've had this thing for a long time. So all it requires is just a little work. So see you later, you guys.